So I think most of us are here. Come, let's go. This is basically a kadai. They call, when you hear of a lot of Indian restaurants will serve a kadai chicken or a kadai ghost or a kadai paneer or something like that. Kadai actually means a wok like this. Okay. So I think you can see there are almost 4 different kinds of chilies here. Most of the chilies come from different regions of India, give a very distinct flavor and a very distinct spiciness to the dish. Like those chilies that you see there are mostly used last minute in temperings. When you're doing a tempering on top to a curry or a lentil or a dal or something like that, you will add it as a tempering. All Asians, when we see a big chicken, we think, oh, it won't be juicy, it won't be soft. But US chicken, though it is big in size, so actually you can get big portions. So you're doing a big party or something, it's better to buy a US chicken so that you can get higher number of portions from the chicken.
USA bolte also all are halal, yeah. So we have no doubt about it.
You know, my Song of India cooking team or Chef Milind cooking team is incomplete without my left and right hand. So, Chef Manjunath. Chef Manju is a popular man in Singapore. Maybe more people know him than me. And this is Chef Javed. I wanted to do Indian food with beautiful presentations. And that's how I selected Chef Javed. His forte was presentation. So I wanted to take Indian cuisine on a more presentable style. So that's why I had selected him to join our team. So I think what we are going to see today is Indian cooking, and the 3 dishes that I have selected, one is a recently popular Indian dish, more of a street food. In Singapore you do get US turkey breast piece boneless also. So you don't need to buy a whole turkey to get small pieces. You can get boneless turkey pieces, US turkey pieces. See how it looks a little fibrous, but it's quite soft. But for a turkey breast that we are marination here, we are not using yogurt, we are not using the traditional Indian tenderizers. We're going to use cheese. It's basically cheddar cheese grated, yeah. Hygienically packed cream, but this is basically cooking cream. If you don't get cooking cream, you can use whipping cream also. We're going to use eggs, 2 eggs, you have the recipe with you. This is ginger and garlic paste, some ginger chopped, green chilies chopped, corn flour, just to hold the batter together. And these are the 2 spices. Now again, that's why I selected this recipe. This doesn't have the normal spices like red chili, turmeric, cumin, which people think that without that Indian cooking cannot happen. So Indian cooking is a blend of spices, and different spices can create Indian cooking. You need not every time have a red chili powder and turmeric to make Indian cooking. So here only 2 spices one is mace. This is mace. Mace generally also is used in biryanis and things like that, and cardamom. We are going to take cheese and cream and blend it together. Need to add cream slowly, because if it does it too fast, might curdle also. This kebab goes very well with Sauvignon Blanc or white wines also. So it's got a very cheesy taste to it. You can add in the eggs, you will add in the corn flour, you will add in cardamom powder, chopped chilies, chopped ginger. Ginger garlic paste we have already applied to the US turkey. Normally we need to add salt, but because there is a lot of cheese in here, we will be careful adding the salt. Now this one in marination, I would say you can leave it overnight is best. If you can leave it for a few hours, depending on your time constraint. But the best thing is leave it in a refrigerator overnight. The turkey will really get nice and soft and juicy. Basically Indian cooking all these years has been a very delicious cooking, but never being served in a very eye-appealing way. The maximum garnish we all Indian chefs did for all these years was chopped coriander on top. There's a whole big curry and we put chopped coriander, and that is ultimate garnish behind.
It's very good. It's very soft and creamy.
Turkey's always been like bland, tasteless, but so good. Thank you.
Very tender.
It's really good. Very fragrant. So for Christmas this year, tandoori turkey maybe.
I think extends the knowledge lah. Like there are things that we have not seen before lah. You learn more about the spices lah.
I'm Dorothy Tan. I used to be a producer presenter on News Radio 938, and now I'm retired. I have lots of time on my hands, so I cook a lot nowadays. We had the best guide for today's Spice Walk, who's Chef Milind Sovani, and I was quite amazed with the very first dish that we learned, using turkey breast. Yeah, I think more often than not, I've eaten turkey that's quite dry and not juicy. But today, Chef Milind used turkey breast, and he cooked it in a very simple spice paste, and it was roasted in the oven, and the results were really, really delicious. The turkey meat was juicy and tender and really, really good. Yeah.
I mean, the turkey is a real different one that I've eaten. Because normally when you think of turkey, you think of meat that's hard and not so tender. But this one is really different. And I think I will try cooking turkey again in Indian style.